Hi, YouTube family. It's Monday. I'm Patty Jackson. I'm your auntie of pop culture. We have another heat wave on the East Coast. It's not cute not knowing. And we start off with a hug. We got some perplexing things going on. But we want to start off with Whitney Houston, who would have been 58 had she lived today. This Wednesday, she's going to be the profile of an ABC 2020 segment entitled Superstars, where they focus on celebrities who have died, but they help change the course of pop culture. And Whitney Houston definitely did that with one of the most amazing voices to come out. This beautiful talent, undeniable beauty, but so many demons and problems and drugs. And when she died, 2012, it was just sad. It was like you couldn't believe it. But she would have been 58 years old today. R. Kelly, the trial started today. They're undergoing jury selection right now. How do you find people who never heard of this case? But jury selection starts today. Testimony starts on the 18th if all goes to plan. One thing that R. Kelly's lawyers are bringing up is the fact of his herpes. They want the exposure charges dropped. They're saying that herpes is not an STD, but herpes is a virus. A virus that you spread. So I don't understand. I don't understand their argument. I'm going to be looking at WebMD later on today to get but they want it dropped, the exposure part. They want that. Please take that off of the thing. But you knew you had it, and you gave it to somebody else. Several other women. Kels. Lizzo was finally coming out with new music this Friday with Cardi B. Let's Talk Suicide Squad, which was kind of a disappointment at the box office, and I'll break it down to you. If they made $26 million in the States, throw in the overseas money, you're up to $72 million. It's seen as a disappointment because the movie cost $185 million to make. Cost another $100 million to promote. Is it the rising COVID numbers? It was also on HBO Max. You didn't have to pay extra. Just turn on your HBO Max, you could see it. Most people that I talked to about this movie, they either loved it or hated it. There was hardly any people in between. They either loved it or they hated it. And they're trying to figure out, well, what's going on? The people just didn't want to go to the movies? If you could see it and not have to pay extra money on HBO Max, people are going to stay home. Now, the big test about the box office is going to be this week with the Aretha Franklin movie, Respect. This ain't streaming nowhere. If you see this movie, you going to the movie theaters. A lot of people are still skittish about going to the movie theaters. If you see this movie, you got to go to theaters. Jennifer Hudson, Forest Whitaker, Marlon Wayans, Mary J. Blige, Titus Burgess, an all-star cast. But what will those numbers be? And will it reflect what's going on today? Are people really ready? That's going to answer a lot of their questions about, are people really ready to go to the movie theaters? But Respect opens in theaters on Friday. Nick Cannon. He was on Power 105's Breakfast Club talking about his very unique lifestyle and all these kids, 7 kids, and all these different women. I think it's 5 different women because he has 2 sets of twins. Nick Cannon, in an interview with Power 105, The Breakfast Club, he says, who says you have to be with one person for the rest of your life? That's the European standard of living. He says, I wear condoms. These women want my babies. They're in control. Nick. You know, Nick got this new talk show that's debuting in September. Nick, what are you saying? That sounds crazy. They're in charge. You wear condoms, but they just happen to magically get pregnant. And they're proud. They're proud of it. He says he goes along with what the women want. And if they want to have his babies, he lets them have it. Nick, you better keep a job because kids cost money. And I don't know. He says he takes care of his kids. He's at all the baseball games and anything that's going on with the kids' lives. He says, I take care of mine. Well, you're in a position where you can. And you got to keep that lifestyle up so you can continue. Because kids, like I said, it's expensive. But that reasoning. Former President Barack Obama celebrated his 60th birthday, and he tried to do it low-key, Martha's Vineyard, but there's always going to be somebody taking pictures. Always. They should have got every cell phone as a candy cell phone because there were people sneaking pictures. Chrissy Teigen taking pictures. She's supposed to be seeing a psychiatrist. She's sneaking pictures. Erykah Badu sneaking pictures. A couple of DJs snuck pictures. They didn't want these pictures out because, we're dealing with everything with this COVID. And I'm sure that everybody that was invited was vaccinated and had to take a COVID test to get in and all that stuff. Safety precautions, but because of who he is, because you never want to give a person a stick to beat you with over the head, because they will. All these people that want to use the excuse for not getting the vaccine, that's right up their alley. Oh, look at President Obama. Be like the Obamas. These people are getting on my darn nerves. But everything, the DJ D Nice put it the best way. He said everything is not meant to be seen. And he's so true. All those people that were sneaking pictures and posting them, they said, take them down. Take them down. They should have, I don't know why they didn't take their cell phones. One year I went to a wedding a few years ago. It's more than a few years ago, maybe 9. And because Will Smith and all these people were there, you could not bring your cell phone in. See, the Obama should have did that. They'd been like, cell phones, cell phones. But they've asked those people to delete the photos. Let's talk divorces. Kenya Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta. She's divorcing her husband and demanding full custody of their daughter, saying that she doesn't trust that man. Could this be a possible storyline for the Real Housewives of Atlanta? And Tashina Arnold is finally divorcing her husband. This has been an interesting marriage because 4 years ago, she caught him cheating. He made this sex tape with the side chick. They worked through their problems. Well, not before she sent the tape to her friends. It's a level of petty that I love. But they got over it. They reconciled, right? So they get back together. He never stopped cheating. He was still cheating. So now Tashina has had enough. Like, I've had enough. And she's divorcing him. We know Tashina as Pam from Martin, Rochelle from Everybody Hates Chris, and she's on the Cedric the Entertainer show, The Neighborhood. But she's finally, they think, they've had enough. We remember Dennis D.T. Thomas of Kool and the Gang. He was the cool one with the hats and the clothes. He played the sax, the flute, the percussion, original member of Kool and the Gang, and actually a co-founder of the group. Dennis died in his sleep, and he was 70 years old. When you think about those early songs, Open Sesame, Summer Madness, Jungle Boogie, funky stuff, I did a big tribute on Sunday night here in Philadelphia. What a lot of people don't know is that he was preceded in his death by TV actress Michelle Thomas. She played on Family Matters, and she passed away in 1998. Dennis D.T. Thomas leaves behind his wife, a daughter, and 2 sons. He was the heart and soul of that group, and the group has been through so much. Kool lost his wife a few years ago. Earlier this year, Kool's brother, Ronald, passed away, and now losing Dennis D.T. Thomas. Also remembering actress Markie Post. When she was on Night Court, everybody wanted that particular bob and how she wore her hair. She was 70 years old. She was also on the TV show Scrubs, 70 years old, and she died after a battle with cancer. I think a lot of people are surprised. I went through them comments this weekend. I said, nope, we're going to sit here and we're going to go through the comments, and you guys let me know that you don't care about Charlamagne having a show. A lot of people were annoyed about, I said, I'm not going to talk about respect, because people always saying, Patty, you tell the plot. I don't want to take nobody. I want to have a conversation next Tuesday. What you think, what I think about this movie. It's only in theaters. It's not streaming anywhere. It was good hearing from a lot of people. Somebody said, who are the 7 people who always give you a thumbs down? About 2 months ago, y'all know I had to snatch up some races. See, you got a lot of these keyboard gangsters or thumb gangsters. Not with me. You can disagree with something I say or how I say it, but what we're not going to do is calling me out a bunch of names. We don't do that here. You ain't got to like me. Just don't watch. But we're not going to do that. So a couple of people, I had to snatch up. I said, y'all must think I'm a child. I'm a grown woman up in here. I love what I do. I love the back and forth and everything, but we're not going to do that. We can agree to disagree. No one likes their favorite celebrity talked about or clowned about or anything. We can agree to disagree, but just always be kind in our comments. That's all I ask. So there were a couple of races, and they're like, how do you know they're racist? Because they was calling me the N word, the B word. It was a mess. And they had to get snatched up. And I said, it's them. They mad. Stay mad. Stay mad. I don't care. If you that miserable in your life, stay mad. We come here to giggle, have fun, find out stuff, and just be in each other's company. And we do this. We hug. And you know why? Because everybody is going through something. And sometimes a person needs a hug. Leave a comment. Give us a thumbs up if you like it. Auntie reads these comments. Sometimes I get backed up, but I'll be reading. And I appreciate every last one of them. It's not cute not knowing. Have a great day. I'm Patty Jackson. I am your auntie of pop culture.